Hello everyone! I thought I'd do a bit of a different video today, talking about my favourite products for fighting blemishes. I'm lucky enough to not really get a huge amount, but every so often I'll get hormonal spots and I can't leave them alone and I pick them and they're gross. And yeah, so I've done a good amount of research over the past few years about what really works. I'm not going to say that this will work for acne because I'm not 100% sure. I honestly think the best thing for acne is to really invest in good anti-blemish skincare. I really suffered with minor acne, not anything awful, but I did have minor acne as a late teenager, and I invested in the Clinique Anti-Blemish solutions, the whole steps, all of them, and within a few months it really calmed down and I still got spots, but it worked and I kept using it. And I honestly think that's why my skin does stay as clear as it does today, is thanks to those products. So I think you really need to invest when it comes to good quality skincare when you've got an actual skin problem. These things are more for just your pesky little blemishes. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure about acne. You can try it and hopefully it will work, but I don't want to say that it's going to and it doesn't. So that's just a little disclaimer there. I really think the best thing to do is to get two different face washes, so you can alternate them. So for instance, I get mine every month because they're hormonal spots. So the one month I'll use one and the next month I'll use the other, and then I'll alternate them so my skin doesn't get used to it. So my favourite is the Simple Spotless Skin Triple Action Face Wash. This is really good because the first time you use it, you can tell the difference after you've washed it off. Like if you've got something, this is gross by the way, if you've got something quite scabby, once you use this, it just goes into sort of a red blemish. I really enjoy this. I've used this for years, ever since Simple came out with this. That's how old I am. Ever since Simple came out with this spotless skin stuff. I really enjoy that. Now I alternate it with, now that's the reason I like that the most, is because you can see a visible difference like as soon as you've washed it off. However, this also has a good benefit to it, is because it's a wash and a mask. So you can use it for a mask if you've got some really hideous spots, and it's the Clearasil Ultra Blemish and Marks Wash and Mask. And it's quite, I'm not going to open it, it's really gross because I've used it quite a bit. And so you either put it on as a wash, wash your face with it, or you can put it on your specific spot areas where you've got problems. I think it's 5 minutes, not 5 minutes, 1 minute. So you leave it on for 1 minute, and then obviously it kind of draws a lot of the impurities out. And the other good thing about this is it fights the mark, so it stops any sort of scarring that you might get if you're like me and you pick your spots because you can't control yourself. It fights having any sort of issues with that. And even though I've just said face wash, before that I do suggest a scrub. Nothing too abrasive, nothing ridiculous. What I particularly like is the Visibly Clear Pink Grapefruit Daily Scrub by Neutrogena. The reason why you know this isn't too abrasive is because it's a daily scrub. However, I wouldn't use it daily. I would probably use this every other day just to help clear up the spots. It smells lovely. It smells really good. But I do suggest a scrub because obviously it cleans it all out. And then use the face wash. So obviously wash your face with water, warm water, this, then the face wash. And then you want a toner. It's the Roche Posay Serozinc, and it's a spray. I'm just going to be careful because my aerosol's gone, so it's a bit watery. It's just a spray, and so you can either spray it all over your face, or you can spray it onto a cotton pad and dab it into the places that it needs to be. This is one of the best spot fighting products I've ever used. If there is something you want to invest in, and this isn't actually that expensive, I would invest in this. It's classed as a drugstore price, I think. It's not too expensive. You can get this in Boots or you can get it online. And I really enjoy this. It was a saviour to me. I had this huge spot about this time last year, and I had it for about 6 months. I had this same persistent spot. Roche Posay actually sent this to me. It's the only PR sample I've ever had, and it was amazing. And they sent this to me and I used it, and within a couple of weeks that spot was gone, and I was just amazed by it. So I really do recommend this. After that, you want a moisturiser or a clearing gel. Now this is up to you which way you use this round. I personally like to use the clearing gel first because it kind of dries everything out, obviously, and then you obviously put the moisture back in because you need a moisturiser. So I use the Clinique Anti-Blemish Solutions. I mean, this is actually Acne Solutions because this is from America, so if you're in America, the Clinique stuff is called Acne Solutions, whereas in England it's anti-blemish. This is a gel, it's lasted me so long, I'm only halfway through, and you literally just dab it onto your finger and then dab it onto the spot, and it stings. In my head, it stings, it's working. And then I would finish up with this simple anti-blemish moisturiser. This has got zinc and chamomile in it. A lot of these things have zinc in, which is really good for like clearing up your spots. Another thing I like to do with this is if for instance I'm on the simple instead of the Clearasil one, because that's the mask, if I'm on the simple cycle of face wash, I will use this as like a mini mask. So I've got the tiniest little bit and I'll put it straight onto the spot and just like leave a lump of the product there, and about 5 minutes later I'll just wipe it off. If you've got a really red spot, it really reduces the redness, and it doesn't look as harsh if you've put this for about 5 minutes and then wash it off. I have one final tip, and that is flannels. If you can find cheap flannels, like for instance Tesco at the moment, these are new colours, and I think their flannels are normally £1. Because they're new colours, they're 50p. And obviously look how nice colour they are. I've got about 20 flannels. I'm still buying new ones because you need to use a new one every single day. You can't use the old one because you're going to spread the spots around. Or you're going to continue to put that same flannel on the thing. And I know hot water is going to get rid of it, but it's not. There's still some bacteria on that flannel. Now, I'm not saying you need to use a new one every morning and night. You can use the same one each day, so you can use this for morning and night. But obviously Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you need a different cloth. Like I said, they don't need to be expensive. You can go to Poundland, I think they can do packs of them, and I'm sure in other countries you can get cheap flannels. So yeah, I thought I would just share with you the products that I found through my sort of research into having ridiculous spots sometimes. I hope it was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching. Please do give it a thumbs up if you liked this video, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.